Imagine for a moment a day that is both inevitable and unimaginable, the day of resurrection. You will rise from your grave, barefoot, naked, and standing with every single human being that ever lived. In that overwhelming crowd, you will stand with nothing. No wealth, no status, no family name, nothing but the weight of your deeds in your book. It will be a day of intense heat, where the sun is brought painfully close. People will be drowning in their own sweat, and the level of their distress will match the sins they carried in their lifetime. On that day, as a hadith describes, there will be no shelter, no refuge, no shade at all, except for one. Only the shade of Allah, the shade of this throne, will provide relief. And the beautiful, hopeful question is, who will be worthy of that priceless shade? Our beloved Prophet Muhammad ﷺ gave us a promise that should soften our hearts and give us clear goals for our lives. He said that on that unimaginable day, Allah will shade 7 types of people with His own shade. Let's understand who they are, so we can strive to be among them. The first is the just ruler. This isn't just about kings or presidents. Think about it. Are you a parent? Be just with your children. Are you a teacher, a manager, or even an older sibling? Whenever you have any authority over anyone, using that power with fairness and kindness is an act of worship that Allah promises to honor in the most spectacular way. The second is a young person who grew up in the worship of Allah. My dear young brothers and sisters, this is specially for you. In an age of so many distractions and temptations, choosing to obey Allah, to pray, to be good to your parents, to guard your tongue and your actions, this is so precious to Him. Your struggle is seen, and your reward is a place in His shade. The third is a person whose heart is attached to the mosques. This is someone who finds their peace, their joy, and their home in the house of Allah. Their heart, as the scholars describe, is like a lamp hanging in the mosque. Even when they leave to go about their day, a part of their heart remains there, longing to return for the next prayer. The fourth is 2 people who love each other purely for the sake of Allah. This is a friendship that isn't based on what you can get from each other. Not business, not gossip, not just shared hobbies. It's a bond where you meet, you part, and everything you do is to help each other become better Muslims and earn Allah's pleasure. That selfless love is so powerful, it will be honored on the day we need it most. The fifth is a man or woman who resists a major temptation out of fear of Allah. The hadith mentions a man approached by a woman of great beauty and status for sin, and he says those powerful words, "I fear Allah." But this applies to all of us. When you walk away from any haram, whether it's forbidden wealth, gossip, cheating, or anything else, because you remember who is watching, you are building your palace and paradise with that single choice. The sixth is someone who gives charity so secretly that their left hand does not know what their right hand has given. This is the height of sincerity. It's not about being seen or thanked. It's about a heart that is so generous, giving becomes its nature. The act is hidden from everyone, even from one's own consciousness of doing a great deed, but it is never hidden from Allah. Finally, the seventh is a person who remembers Allah in private until their eyes fill with tears. Think about this. When no one is watching, when you're alone with your Creator, do you remember Him? Do you feel the weight of His blessings and your own shortcomings? That moment of private, heartfelt connection where tears flow out of love, hope, or fear, that intimacy is so beloved to Allah that He will honor it with His divine protection. Now, you might listen to this and think, I'm not a perfect ruler. I didn't grow up perfectly. My charity isn't that hidden. But here is the most comforting news of all. The Prophet ﷺ taught us that no one will enter paradise because of their deeds alone, not even him. He said, salvation comes only through the mercy of Allah. And listen to this incredible hadith. Allah created 100 portions of mercy. Only one portion has been sent down to this entire world. That's where a mother's love for her child comes from. That's where any kindness we see comes from. The remaining 99 portions are reserved for the Day of Judgment. Allah is Ar-Rahman, Ar-Rahim, the most merciful, and the majority of His mercy is waiting for us on that very day. So these 7 paths to His shade are not about impossible perfection. They are a map of His mercy. They show us the deeds that draw us closer to earning that mercy. They are about a consistent heart, a just intention, a young person trying their best, a heart attached to goodness, sincere love, resisting temptation, hidden charity, and private tears. Start today. Ask yourself, which one of these 7 can I connect with right now? Can I be more fair with those under my care? Can I, as a youth, dedicate my energy to worship? Can I make my next charity a secret between me and Allah? Can I spend 5 minutes alone with Him, just remembering Him? Strive for these with your actions, but anchor your hope in His mercy. Our goal is to be people whose lives are worthy of that magnificent shade, so that on the day of heat and terror, we can hear the call to enter the shelter of the Most Merciful. May Allah make us among them. Ameen. If this reminder softened your heart, please share this video with someone who needs it. Subscribe to Seek Jannah TV and hit the bell so you don't miss our next journey towards beneficial knowledge. Until next time, may Allah protect you and grant you His shade. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.